Okay, good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever time it is when you're watching this. Okay, so today is day 5 of my Sananga 21-day dieta journey. And today I did a self-administration in the morning. So, like, pretty much right after I woke up. Um, and I think that's my favorite time of day to use the Sananga thus far. We'll see if that changes or how that develops. I plan on, again, still experimenting throughout the times of the day, but there was something really, I mean, additionally meditative, the way it like set up my mood for the day to really connect inward and feel my body. And that felt right. I don't know. It just felt like the best time of day for me so far in this journey. Okay. So, um, in particular, what I felt, it felt very much like the first night that I had. So, like day one, it felt very similar to day one in terms of the intensity, the places in my body that I really felt the Sananga. In particular, and I was reminded of this, so I'm like very grateful that this came up this morning when I was laying there, and towards the end of the initial intensity, we'll call it, it felt like I could feel all this energy and heaviness moving to the back of my head. So I'm laying down, mind you, on my floor. And so I just felt all this energy move to the back of my head, and just like my head was almost pinned to the ground. Like it just felt very heavy, very tingly. And in fact, like the more that I'm talking about it right now, I can still feel that sensation. And it has been at least an hour and a half since administration. I would say an hour and a half to 2 hours. My eyes, I'm still feeling some sort of mm, sensation, I want to call it. They feel more lubricated than usual. I typically have dry eyes, but right now they feel more lubricated. I feel a lot more alert. I feel more focused. I feel ready to do what I need to do today. So it was like, it was grounding, energizing, and yeah, that sense of presence, of course, always. The thing that I really enjoyed about it was that I had a couple sips of water to prepare myself, just to hydrate a little bit after sleeping. But no caffeine, no food. Like I didn't have breakfast, didn't have my morning tea, anything like that. And so this was the first thing, the first, medicine or food or substance that my body was ingesting for the day. And there was something special about that, something that felt good. Yeah, like it was like, okay, my body was like, let's go, I'm ready. And the two things. Oh shoot, I don't know how much I can talk about this. Um, I will, I will, oh, okay. Part of my practice, I am a spiritual coach, an energy worker, I'm a Reiki master. I do different kinds of practices with my clients, entity removals, curse removals, things like that. And while I'm doing energy work to align chakras, create balance, remove blockages, help energy to flow, that sort of thing. Yesterday, with one of my clients, there was an entity removal, and he mentioned that after the session, his vision in his right eye was cloudy. And this was, just an after effect of the session, something that cleared very quickly. And when I woke up this morning, my vision in my right eye was cloudy. So this is something that can happen when you're doing this sort of energy work, pulling entities out of people. It can manifest in your body, and then it's something that you're processing and transmuting for that client. Okay. So I experienced that this morning when I first woke up, and I was excited because I was like, okay, great. Sananga is going to help me to process this and transmute it and clear it, not only for myself because I was experiencing it, but for my client as well. Okay. But what was interesting was that while I was under the Sananga, the right eye, like the intensity didn't last as long in the right eye, even though I think I put more of a drop in multiple places actually, because like it's kind of hard to do on your own. But in my left eye, it was like wave after wave after wave and lasted a lot longer than is typical for me so far from what I've been experiencing. And so that was really interesting to me, that it was my left eye that needed more of the medicine. I'll put it that way. So that was really fascinating. And the waves of intensity lasted longer than the past few days. So by the time I was actually ready to, come back and sit up, it was about 15 minutes after the initial administration. So again, like I said, very close to day one, because every other day since then, it's maybe been about 5-7 minutes, not that long at all. But this morning, 15 minutes. So again, that's the experience that I'm looking for. I want to be present. I want to be in my body. I want to be feeling that and experiencing the medicine for that, for whatever it needs to give me. And like I said, I really like administering in the morning. I'm going to do this a few more times. I'm still going to experiment. If you have questions, if you notice that there was a certain time of day that worked best for you while you were doing Sananga, I would love to hear it. The other thing that I wanted to mention was my dreams last night were very intense. And there were a couple different blocks of dreams. That's kind of how my dreams happen, because I wake up in between and then they shift to something new. In two particular blocks of my dreams, there were other people that I know that are adept dreamers that have come into my dreams before in the past, that they came in last night. And I don't necessarily want to be dreaming with these people. So that was interesting, that even though in the past I have energetically removed them from my field, removed them from my dreams, last night they came in. So this tells me that I need to increase my spiritual hygiene. I need to continue my clearings, my protections, setting my intentions, being very intentional before I go to bed using this medicine, because it is powerful and it is profound, and it's going to open up the realms. It's going to open up my experience, and that was a prime example. So that was a really interesting effect that I am documenting here and going to pay attention to and respect and honor going forward. So again, if you have any questions, comments, tips, I don't know, if there's anything that comes up that you would like to share, I would love to hear about it. And again, thank you so much for joining me on this journey. It's very cool. It's an amazing experience. Probably not for everyone, but for those who are called, I highly recommend it. So thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.